Everyone knows that cats meow, dogs bark, and cows moo. But you don't need Old MacDonald to tell you that animal communication is infinitely more complex than that. In fact, if you do a dive deep on how, exactly, some creatures talk to each other, you'll find secret languages that make the disparate languages of humanity, of which there are 6,900 according to the Linguistic Society of America, seem rudimentary by comparison. From elephants to caterpillars, here's just a little taste. Mantis shrimp flash lights. This creature has some of the most impressively complex eyesight in the animal kingdom, with 16 color receptors, compared to our measly 3, which come in very handy when trying to communicate with one another. They use their own bodies to communicate, using polarized light that other animals cannot spot. Researchers have found that they bounce light off blue spots on their appendages called maxillipeds, scattering and arranging light across the surface in ways that can convey information to other mantis shrimp, rather than merely reflecting it. Caterpillars send out decoy distress calls to ants. The caterpillar of the Alcon blue butterfly scrapes its abdomen to create a kind of song, but unlike many other such critters, who use their communication techniques to contact others of their species, this is a message meant for a very different creature, red ants. The song imitates that of the red ant queen, so those soldier ants that hear it will guard the caterpillar, even killing their own kind in order to protect it. African elephants vibrate to each other. Technically, elephants make very low sounds to one another. Thing is, they're so low that it does not strike the human ear as a sound, or anything more than a rumbling vibration. Known as infrasound, this way of communicating may seem quiet to humans, but researchers estimate that one African elephant making an infrasound can be heard by another more than 175 miles away. Ravens have sign language. Just as humans use their hands to emphasize a point, ravens do their own kind of gesticulating, using their beaks and wings to show or offer items such as moss, stones, or twigs, usually aimed at members of the opposite sex. They also interact by clasping their bills together or moving an item together as a show of potential bonding. Chimpanzees scratch each other. Chimps love to groom and to be groomed. But just like your spouse or partner loves a back rub, but even more if you focus on that one spot right there, chimps can be particular about where they want to be scratched, using referential gesturing to draw the attention of another chimp to the specific area they'd like to have groomed. Caribbean reef squid changes color. Using specialized cells containing pigments and light-reflecting molecules known as chromatophores, the Caribbean reef squid can change the color of their skin to convey a variety of messages, to court a potential mate, to warn others of a predator, or a number of other messages, even conveying one message to a squid on their left side and a different one to a squid on their right. Dancing bees dance. Research going back centuries has noted that bees use dance moves to alert fellow hive dwellers of a honey source. A famous study found that when a bee discovered a honey source, it would head to the hive, performing a dance while other bees touched its abdomen, allowing the others to then find the honey source without needing to be shown. The direction and speed of the dance indicated specific geolocation details that the others could follow. Electric fish discharge electricity. You're probably familiar with electrically charged sea creatures such as the electric eel, but there is a particular species of electric fish that is able to use its voltage as a means of communicating. Known as weakly electric fish, these creatures, which, as their name implies, produce a mild electric charge, use it to chirp out information, such as a male stating it's attracted a female. When two of these fish meet, they are known to tweak their wavelengths in order to allow each other to produce similar levels of voltage. Gorillas hum. Sometimes singing to oneself is a way to tell the world you are away in your own world and don't really want to be bothered by all the craziness happening elsewhere, hence singing in the shower. That's true of silverback gorillas too, which researchers have found will hum or sing while chomping down on their favorite vegetation. It's not just a way to indicate that they are enjoying their meal, but a way to convey that they would prefer not to be bothered while eating. When they go quiet, that's a sign they are willing to chat. Jackdaws glare. Just as humans can stare down people with their eyes in order to express their anger or frustration, so too can jackdaws, a bird that's part of the same family as crows, ravens, and jays. Researchers have found that one of these birds will use his conspicuous eyes to glare at a would-be competitor, deterring it from trying to take over his nest. Definitely, the animal kingdom is still full of mysteries. Tell us in the comment section which of these was the one that surprised you the most. We upload new videos every week, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel.